Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from Soldier Field. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. Throwing to start, here's Dart, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards, what a message on the first play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles. Check out.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Hoping just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And this drive is over before it can start. Swallowed up to force 4th down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Abdul Carter in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Hey, volunteer. Let us up.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and a long way to go.
What is it on? Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed. And he lost the football. And the Giants come up with it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going for it on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive. But great job here by the defense coming away with the stop. And now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
Run on 1st down.
Number 5, the ball carrier. He's on the box at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
2nd and 5.
Come on, set. 70, back to 60, back to 60. Hey, check that, street. Steady.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Travel alert, 70 Lions.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain. That's a 4.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 30-yard line.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He's picked up the first down. Williams. Flush to his right. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Gain of 19 yards.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So after 1, it's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He takes off. And they'll go into a slide here. We're going to mark him just a little short of the first down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
LeBron, slam left, go, LeBron. Axel. Yeah. Tempo.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Again, working deep downfield. And the Giants are going to get the football at their own 40.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. Panther 60. Hurt.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of shotgun. It's done. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, Man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Take go.
That one is complete, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
It is third and long. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. Dart. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. From the house, they've got it first and goal. Here's a run, and nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Neighbors in motion. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal.
70 Lions.
He's got it at the 3, and he's in. Touchdown, New York. That his first touchdown this year. Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 36-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready to hunt.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Moving to his right. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
It's a gain of 11. And And the Bears first down. First and 10.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues.
What is up?
To throw, it's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They face second down and 7.
Vegas, Vegas!
Now Williams. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Abdul Carter. He's able to get to the quarterback for the second time here in this first half.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Punch slurs, punch slurs, punch slurs. Slam left, slam left.
You can score on these guys. Let the trick play, coach.
Third and long. Here's Williams. To the right side. Caught by Burton. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
60 back there, 60. Cowboy
To throw is Dart. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On first down, Dart. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big-time play out of the G-men. An even 40 yards.
Ready, set.
Here's first and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing, Dart. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
try again. It's 2nd and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices.
To the air again goes Dart. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work has separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
COVID-19.
Dart gonna throw it again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That's out left and complete to Burton. 2nd down, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Rolling right. Going up top. That is hard. And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the 1st half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Adunze. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Vegas! Vegas! Yes, yes! Yes, yes!
Williams. That's the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
Axel, 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 Axel.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on fourth down.
At the 50-yard line.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The Giants' 42-yard line.
32.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Ready, set.
Throwing is Williams. Open man, right side. He's got him. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Slam left. Slam left. Airhead. 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 Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Big.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Here's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
Throwing again, Williams. That's to the tight end, Loveland. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
4 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready, set. On.
Williams to the air once more. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbor. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Giants first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. The RPO, that one is complete, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Giants.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 3.
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
He'll step up and run this. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught Johnson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun. It's dark. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Giants stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
What is it on?
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Vegas!
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Chicago.
What is up?
Throw it again. It's Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
What is it on?
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Jordan. Hey, that's your man.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Slam left.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
By Tylee Williams. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
What is it on? Yes.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Let's go now.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
17. Bears 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They send a receiver in motion left. Dart going to throw it on 2nd down. Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. To the air again goes Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
To the air once more is Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Grunt gonna throw it again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And this is gonna be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is good. And the Giants up their lead. It's now 24-7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Quick hitting slant there, and he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Yes. Tempo.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Here we go. One final play. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a road win here for the Giants. They finish off the 1st month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.